What's up, boys? This is your boy Not So Asian, and I'm here to do a updated version of the Buster Bladers from the past year. Yeah, we're going to start it. Yeah, we're going to start doing it. For the start, we are going to start with two original Buster Bladers. I put it in these two in because I feel like playing three of the play with this one is not enough, so I would need more resources and put it in. It makes it more helpful.
Check.
So next. 3 Buster Blader of the Destruction Swordmaster. He is your key target for using the prologue targets, and especially for the as I'm making it to a Buster Blader in the graveyard, so more resources. Make it simple. Buster Whelp. He is your searcher for your prologue. Also, he is a good target for resurrecting your Buster Bladers, or you can use it as to special summon him in the graveyard. I use him for link fodder, but it's a good start. Next, Wizard Buster Destruction Sword. A lot of people took out the Dragon Buster, the one that stops the extra deck. I feel like the same thing. So I took it out and replaced it with him during this month ban list. It makes sense. I feel like a lot of people are using the graveyard target with a Ghost Bell, I believe. So I feel like this will be the same thing. Right? 2 Tiny Spirit Adaras. He's just for a link, a level 1, a free special if I control no monsters in my effect monsters in my field, because he is my Where Art Thou target for the Buster Whelp. Right. So next. 2 Jester Confits. He's just a free special. Another searcher for Where Art Thou with Buster Whelp. And these, the Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon for the Dragoons resources, so we all know that. My hand traps. 3 Ash Blossoms. I finally put in hand traps from my last year's post. So I'm doing that. Everyone's doing the same thing. I hope no one stops me. The Gamma package. I feel like a lot of people are playing a lot of Gammas nowadays, especially with virtual worlds. So I think I do the same thing. It's pretty much everyone's doing it. All right, for the spells. 1 Magicalized Fusion. The reason why I play this deck is this card is because it's also by banishing the Dark Magician and Red Eyes for Dragoon, since he is also a spellcaster. But if I banish Dark Magician and Buster Blader, I can also make it to become a Dark Paladin, because he is also a spellcaster, which I did not know. I keep forgetting about Dark Paladin, but he's just there. I love Magicalized Fusion. Next card. 2 Red Eyes Fusions. I feel like 1 is not enough because a lot of people are stop Anaconda, so I cannot have the Red Eyes Fusion from my deck to the graveyard. Unless if I have 1 in hand, I can use that one from my hand and summon Dragoon. So yes. 3 Where Art Thou's. So this will be my searchers for my Buster Whelp, since I have Jester Confits and Adaras. So yeah, I just have to make sure to normal summon it. Otherwise, I search it for the Jester Confits. But 2,000 points, not a big deal. Next, 3 Prologues. Your key card for summoning Buster Dragon and sending cards for cost with the Destruction Sword cards and a Buster Blader. So yeah, banishing it from for protection of Destruction Sword monsters by battle by card effects, and yeah, he's just mostly summoning for Buster Dragon. Destruction Sword of Memories. Your key card for the fusioning and graveyard. I'm debating to take out 1 for it, but I think 3 is probably best since I need to have them in the grave. Also, it can special summon a Buster Blader from my deck by discarding a Destruction Sword card from my hand. Next, 3 Trap Tricks. you can get to banish a normal trap, which is normally your prologue. So you can set it and activate it in case you don't have one. And then lastly, the 3 is there can be only one. The reason why I play this card is because of a Buster Dragon's floodgate effect is making your opponent's monsters to dragon types. So they would have to send any monsters until they have 1, I believe. Yeah. So it's basically a removal. So let's hope we can stick it to that plan. Next, my extra deck. 2 Buster Bladers. I'm playing the same number as last time. There's no need to play 3. He's just there for beatdown and negations from field or graveyard. 1 Dark Paladin. I don't have the TCG at the moment, but I have this. But yeah, what he does is he gains 500 for each dragon of the field and a graveyard. Whenever your opponent activates a spell card, I get to discard a card. Quick effect, discard a card, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. So he's just there for looks. I love Dark Paladin. 2 Red Eyes Dark Dragoons. Dark Dragoons. I was playing 1 at the time, but I feel like when people stop me with using Red Eyes Fusion, I feel like I would play a second one. So yeah. Negation, beater, we all know what he does, so he's good. 3 Buster Dragon. I decided to play a 3rd one, unlike the second my previous build, but he's there for floodgates. Makes your opponent's monsters to dragons. Whenever you don't control a Buster Blader, I get to special summon 1 from graveyard. So yeah, more big boys. Psy-Frame Lord Omega. He's just there because of the Psy-Frame package. So I guess it's a cool way to banish him, and then whenever he's sent to the graveyard, I get to recycle the banished card, I believe. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, he's just there. Link monsters. Protector Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman. He's only here for the sending Destruction Sword for cost. I could send it for cost if I have a Buster Blader in hand, in case if I open very bad. So he's there for good. Whenever you during the end of battle phase, if my Buster Blader monsters did not attack this turn or the end of battle phase, your opponent takes burn damage. Basically with the same attack point he has. So like say Buster Blader has like 5,800 attack points, your opponent will take that damage. 1 Anaconda, just for the Red Eyes Fusion target to send, and then use its ability to make a Red Eyes Dragoon. So yes. IP Masquerena. This is a situational card when I'm playing more than like 3 cards on board, so I can link it off to the link 3 or link 4. Psy-Frame Lambda. I play her is because I'm playing monsters on board in case of my opponent stops me, so I can play the gamma package in my deck. So yes. The Nightmare Unicorn. The Nightmare Unicorn is just for the Masquerena. It's just a staple. And lastly, the Abramex. Same thing for IP Masquerena effect. Just for link fodder. If I have any monsters that my opponent needs to get rid of. So he's there. That's it for the extra deck. So finally, for my last video, I have did not have a side, but this time I do. So let's start with the side deck. 3 Nibiru's. I'm debating on, this is going for second, in case of if my players have going first attempts. He's just there. I hope I have room for him. We'll see to it. Let's see. 1 Destruction Sword Fusion. Destruction Sword Fusion. Also a good card for the Anaconda targets. It's just there for a super poly effect thing, just to fuse with my Buster Blader fusion. So yes. One's Harpie's Feather Duster. Again, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are playing this card for back row removal. I'm pretty sure a lot are playing set cards right now, so yeah, this will come in handy. One Cosmic Cyclone. I need to find a second one because, yeah, just in case of them going second at some point, yeah. But yeah, I need a second one, so please. 3 Dark Road No Mores. This is only situational for when I'm playing with Dragoons from my opponent's board. Yeah, it's just there for a Dragoon, but I'm still working on it, so let's hope for the best. 3 Infinite Impermanence. I was maining this back then, but I feel like as a hand trap, it's fine, but a set card, it's situational. But yeah, I would main it, but I have too much room for my main deck, so let's start with that. And then lastly, 3 Destruction Sword Flash. I play 3 is because of the removal for monsters, and then the protection when it's in the graveyard for negation, targeting a Buster Blader, banish it, negate and destroy. A lot of people not know for this card would have any effects for it other than just having prologue and memories. But I'd play this because I would just make this the whole thing. So yeah, that's basically all of it. And
so how are your matchups?
Matchups are fine, especially when I'm going first. Usually when I'm facing virtual worlds, I usually have my floodgates ready as possible, and then hopefully they don't go off when they're using their graveyards of some sorts. Yeah, and then what else did they play? Eldritch? I never played Eldritch or faced them yet, but we'll see about that. And let's see, I know a lot of people will still play mostly some Cybers cards. I forgot what. I mean, Settlement Grades are still good, but it's possibly there.
What about Dino?
Man, Dinos can
Everybody hates Dino.
it can be very tricky about it. So it's a hit or miss, really, to be honest. Like I faced them before, it's hit or miss. But I always take the D for it. But yeah, but I think that's mostly the matchups I have so far.
All right, any shout outs or anything before you head out?
Shout out to my friends who helped me work on this deck, with anything possible. And then shout out for the Sci-Fi Factory store in Texas, Fort Worth.